In the relentless progression of global technology, a new frontier is already taking shape, even as the world continues to adopt 5G. China recently announced the completion of its initial testing phase for 6G telecommunications technology, a declaration that not only signals a major milestone but also intensifies the global high-tech race. This development is far more than a simple upgrade, it represents a foundational shift, opening the door to an unprecedented digital infrastructure characterized by terabit-per-second speeds, near-zero latency, and a seamless connectivity fabric stretching from terrestrial networks into space. From an investment perspective, this isn't just about faster phones. It's about the very architecture of the next economic and industrial paradigm. The race for 6G supremacy is, in essence, a race for global leadership in the coming decades. The recent announcements from Beijing have certainly captured global attention, but it would be a strategic miscalculation to view this as a one-sided affair. While China has undeniably achieved significant early milestones, the global 6G race is a complex, multipolar contest. The world's leading technological powerhouses are all deeply engaged in this marathon. The United States, Japan, South Korea, the collective European Union, and a rapidly advancing India are not merely observers, they are active participants, aggressively investing in research and development to lay the groundwork for the next decade's super-standard telecommunications network. This competition transcends national pride. It is a fundamental battle for economic advantage, technological sovereignty, and the ability to define the rules of the road for the future digital economy. Each nation understands that the country that pioneers and standardizes 6G will hold a commanding position in shaping industries from artificial intelligence to autonomous systems. To fully grasp the economic implications of this race, one must understand the quantum leap that 6G represents over its 5G predecessor. It's defined as the next evolutionary step in wireless networks. 6G is designed to shatter current connectivity limitations and unlock capabilities previously confined to science fiction. The most cited metric is speed. Projections suggest 6G will be up to 100 times faster than 5G, with theoretical peak speeds reaching an astonishing 1 terabit per second. At this velocity, downloading a full-length 4K movie would take mere seconds, and streaming multiple 8,000 video feeds would be flawlessly smooth. This isn't just an incremental improvement. It's a phase change in data transmission that will redefine content consumption and creation. However, the true revolution of 6G may lie in its latency. While 5G achieved a respectable latency of around 1 millisecond, 6G aims to reduce this to less than 1 microsecond. This near-instantaneous response time is the critical enabling factor for a host of real-time applications that demand absolute precision and reliability. Consider the implications for remote surgery, where doctors' hand movements are translated across continents with no perceptible delay, or for vast fleets of autonomous vehicles that must communicate and react to their environment instantaneously to ensure safety. It also underpins the development of truly immersive augmented and virtual reality, where the digital and physical worlds merge without any lag or disorientation. This reduction in latency is the key that unlocks the most transformative high-stakes applications of the next generation. Another defining characteristic of 6G is its intrinsic intelligence. Unlike previous generations where networks were largely passive conduits for data, 6G will feature artificial intelligence as its core operational brain. This integrated AI will be responsible for coordinating the entire network, dynamically predicting traffic demand, allocating resources with unparalleled efficiency, and constantly self-optimizing the system for performance and stability. This intelligent layer will not only ensure a more robust and reliable network, but will also be crucial for managing the massive energy consumption that such a powerful infrastructure would otherwise demand. The goal is to create a network that is not just faster and more responsive, but also smarter, more resilient, and more sustainable. The vision for 6G also extends far beyond our terrestrial boundaries. Its architecture is being designed to provide ubiquitous coverage, expanding from the ground to the airspace, and even into outer space through integrated satellite networks. This network of networks will be the ultimate enabler for a truly global Internet of Things (IoT), connecting billions of devices, sensors, and systems across vast and remote areas. It will facilitate the creation of high-fidelity digital twins or digital simulations of complex systems, from entire cities to the human body. To achieve this, 6G will venture into a new frontier of the electromagnetic spectrum, utilizing terahertz THz waves. These extremely high frequencies, while challenging to manage, possess the immense bandwidth necessary to transmit the massive volumes of data that this interconnected future will generate. The convergence of these superior capabilities and unprecedented speed, near-zero latency, integrated AI, and ubiquitous coverage promises to catalyze breakthrough applications across a multitude of sectors, fundamentally reshaping industries and daily life. In the realm of communication, 6G will power the next generation of virtual reality and the metaverse, enabling the creation of photorealistic digital avatars, or digital clones, that allow for highly realistic and interactive virtual meetings, social gatherings, and collaborative workspaces. The line between physical presence and virtual interaction will blur, creating new markets for digital goods, services, and experiences. This will move beyond simple gaming and entertainment, becoming a core platform for business, education, and social connection. In the field of medicine, the impact will be profound. 6G will make advanced telemedicine a widespread reality. Imagine a virtual doctor, projected as a high-fidelity hologram, appearing in a patient's home to conduct a consultation, aided by connected biosensors and diagnostic tools. This virtual physician could interact with and diagnose the patient with a high degree of accuracy, all from a remote location. This capability could democratize access to specialist medical care, particularly for those in rural or underserved communities, and revolutionize emergency response by providing expert guidance at the scene of an accident in real time. Manufacturing will also undergo a radical transformation. 6G will be the central nervous system of the fully automated factory without lights, a facility where over 90% of operations are handled by robots and automated systems. The network's high-speed, low-latency data transmission will enable real-time quality control through advanced machine vision, allowing for the instant detection and correction of microscopic defects. Supply chains will become fully integrated and intelligent, with every component tracked and managed in real time, leading to unprecedented levels of efficiency and productivity. The transportation sector is poised for a similar revolution. While 5G is laying the groundwork for connected vehicles, 6G will enable the era of truly autonomous transportation. The network's precision and real-time responsiveness will allow self-driving cars, trucks, and drones to operate safely and efficiently in complex urban environments, coordinating their movements to optimize traffic flow and eliminate accidents. This will also power hyper-accurate digital mapping, creating dynamic, live models of our world that update in real time, which is critical for both autonomous navigation and urban planning. The concept of digital clones will extend to modeling the human body for highly personalized medicine, creating virtual models that can be used to simulate surgeries or test the efficacy of new drugs before they are ever administered to a patient. Recognizing the immense strategic and economic stakes, nations around the world are aggressively maneuvering for position in the 6G race. China, a frontrunner in 5G deployment, is applying the same long-term strategic focus to 6G. Having established a dedicated 6G research group back in 2019 and already launched experimental test satellites, Beijing has set an ambitious timeline to help establish international standards by 2025 and begin commercializing the technology around 2030. This state-driven, coordinated approach gives it a significant advantage in mobilizing resources and executing a unified national strategy. The United States, in response, is marshaling its private sector and international allies. The Next G Alliance, an initiative led by the Alliance for Telecommunications Industry Solutions (ADS), brings together leading tech companies and academic institutions to chart a course for North American ADOCs. The U.S. is also leveraging strategic cooperation agreements with allies to build a coalition focused on open, secure, and democratic principles for the next generation of wireless technology, aiming to activate 200 million 6G subscribers by early 2027. South Korea, another global telecommunications powerhouse, has laid out one of the most detailed and ambitious 6G roadmaps. It aims to launch commercial trials around 2026, 2 years ahead of its initial schedule, and achieve full commercialization by 2028 to 2030. Seoul is making substantial government investments, particularly in developing the challenging terahertz frequency band and pioneering a novel sensing and integrated model, where the network itself acts as a massive sensor. Meanwhile, Japan began its 6G research in 2020, focusing on foundational technologies, new materials, and influencing global standardization, all while maintaining a close technological alliance with the United States to counterbalance regional competition. The European Union is not standing idle. Through its flagship HexX program and the broader 6G Smart Networks and Services 6Gs and S initiative, the EU is pouring billions of euros into collaborative research. For Brussels, 6G is not just a technological upgrade, but a cornerstone of its strategy for digital sovereignty, aiming to reduce its reliance on foreign technology and build a digital infrastructure that reflects European values. Further afield, emerging powers are also making their mark. India has announced its Bharat 6G vision, a strategic project that aims not only to be an early adopter, but also to position the nation as a global hub for telecommunications, equipment, manufacturing, and intellectual property. Even Russia is pursuing its own path, with a focus on developing key domestic components like a low-noise signal shaping unit, which it describes as the heart of a 6G network in a clear drive toward technological self-reliance. As we look toward the future, the timeline for 6G is beginning to crystallize. The global consensus points to widespread commercialization occurring around the year 2030. With the crucial process of defining and agreeing upon international technical standards beginning in earnest from 2025 onwards, the economic scale of this transition is immense. Early market estimates project that the global 6G market could reach over $281 billion by 2030, and this figure likely underestimates the vast secondary economic activity that the technology will enable. From an investment standpoint, the development of 6G represents a generational opportunity, creating value not just in telecommunications, hardware, and digital providers, but across the entire technological ecosystem, from semiconductor manufacturers and software developers to the myriad industries that will be transformed by its applications. The nations and corporations that lead this race will not only reap substantial financial rewards, they will hold a decisive advantage in steering the course of the next industrial revolution, defining the digital landscape for a generation to come. The race is on, and the stakes could not be higher.